Hello again, John Bond from Storm Fitness Academy. I've talked to you previously about the importance of connecting to customers when you're on the gym floor. Just not on the gym floor, but anywhere. If you're at social engagement, just try and connect with people. Extremely important when you're selling a service such as personal training, you're selling yourself. You're not selling a product because you are the product. So you really have to sell yourself. It's really important. But another question I get asked a lot is, okay, so how do I get clients? Well, we've got to connect first. That's number one. Let's say you're doing that connection on a regular basis. You're making some really good contacts. You're doing loads of good networking. Now we want to create what we call a lead magnet. So we want to get some leads, basically, some people interested in personal training, and start directing the conversation and the connection that you have with them to discussions about personal training. Typical lead magnet that you might have in your personal training arsenal is giving away a free consultation. So a free consultation is where you sit down with your client and you chat to them about their goals, their needs, their preferences, and you give them a load of free advice. Now, you always want that person to leave, whether they're going to purchase from you or not. You want them to leave thinking, wow, that person's great, that's been really helpful. My life's better for it now that I have this person in my life. And you want them to think, I think it'd be better if I had this person in my life a little more often. And that's where obviously you then ask them if they would like some personal training. Now, not everyone's going to say yes. Whether you could nail that consultation, give them loads of helpful advice, and you're always going to get people that will purchase on price. Not as many as you think, only about 10% usually purchase on price. So if your prices are too high, they may move on. Don't worry about it. Don't drop your prices for them, just accept that. You will get some people that are they're procrastinators, and I don't mean that derogatory. It just means that they take a while to do the research, to think about stuff, and even when all the evidence points towards, yes, this is a good decision, I should make it, they just uncomfortable making decisions like that, so they don't. You may get to some of those. But what you will do is you will eventually, you do enough of these consultations, you're going to get to somebody that does want your service, does want you in their life, and is willing to take action. Particularly people like, we call them early adopters, so people that are quite happy just going with their instinct. I think this is a good person, they sound like they know what they're doing, let's do it, let's try this out. You've obviously got the people that who don't like doing that, but once you're PTing a few people in a gym, some of these others are going to look over and go, oh, I want some of that. This guy obviously knows what he's doing. These people are loving life. They're getting some good results. So I want some of that. So we can worry about those guys later. But use your free consultation as an effective lead magnet. Practice it with your friends and your family, because you want to get good at making sure that you give lots of helpful advice. Now, the other option you can do is you can also give away PT tasters. There's some fors and against this, but a PT taster is giving them a 30-minute training session which they enjoy and they feel challenged. Now, this is great for those people that just struggle with motivation. There's some trainers out there who aren't necessarily great trainers, but they will babysit somebody through their workout, which means they're not sitting at home on the sofa eating crisps. They're doing something. So by giving someone a free 30-minute taster, yes, you can't personalise it a great deal. You haven't had all the time to do all the screening and write them a periodised training plan, but you're probably going to give them a decent workout and make it fun and engaging, so they leave going, yeah, that was really good. So that's the other one you can use. You can use your free consultation, or you can use a PT taster. And then the third one you might want to try out is giving a health check or a fitness test. The health check's quite a good one, especially if you're going for lots of middle-aged age group or older. It's just giving out free health checks where you'll weigh them, work out perhaps their BMI. Obviously, remember its limitations, but BMI, waist circumference. You could carry out some very sort of basic fitness tests, perhaps a sub-maximal cardiovascular test, like a Rockport walking test or a Brigham jog test. or a step test, just something where you get a measurement at the end. Once you've done that, you can then give them the results. You can tell them exactly where they're at. Now, they'll probably ask the question, okay, so what do all these results mean? Well, you could say, well, looking at the results, so I would suggest that you need to work in this area and that area, and if you did this and that, and we could get this number up, and then you'd feel much better about yourself, you'd live longer, you'd reduce your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, reduce your risk of premature death, and you basically link it to all this good stuff. And it's not a lie, is it? It's completely true. So it is useful stuff. So they're your 3 what we call lead magnets. So it's something that someone thinks, you know what, I might as well just take advantage of that. It's not going to cost me anything. The worst I'm going to come away is some free advice. So why not give it a go? And people say, well, yeah, I'm just going to get a load of people just having a go because it's free. Well, yeah, you might. But you might convince them actually that I might purchase. But you know, law of averages, if you start banging out enough free consultations and free PT taster sessions and free fitness assessments, free health checks, you're going to get to those people that want you in their life on a regular basis. And you do enough of them and you'll be fully booked.